Assalamu alaikum. I'm just, today is 21st April 2026, and we are still hunting for stocks. We have not decided what stocks to trade. The most important thing is this is what we are keeping an eye on. The geopolitical tensions, strong tech strength, monetary policy focus. All of these are things that we do not care about. The only two things that we need to keep an eye on in today's session is going to be the retail sales has come out strong, the economic calendar, and we're going to keep an eye on the oil price. The oil is trading at 87 right now. If for any reason it spikes up to 89 or 88, that would be concerning. I will keep an eye on out for the oil, and this was the economic calendar today. Retail sales and core retail sales came out, which was both positive. And right now President Trump is giving a speech, so let's keep an eye on the free market. SPY currently is making new highs. On 17th April, SPY made a new high of 706, went all the way up to 712. Yesterday, it came back, checked for the buyers at 706, and found buyers at 706. So we expect our known today is buyers. We have seen buyers at 706, and we are expecting the buyers are going to hold that level. And for us to, so this is this makes today's session slightly tricky because SPY has failed 712 in the pre-market today as well. It has failed 712 in the pre-market, and it was the highest ever made, as you can see here. For us to maintain that the fact that buyers are known today, SPY needs to stay above 710. It needs to, not cross 710. Only 10 can we maintain that are known as buyers, and we expect the buyers to be strong. If we see any kind, the one another thing that could, make us a bit more sell oriented is seeing a consistent selling pressure at 712. It's something we do not want to see, or want to see the buyers stepping up at 712. And I think a failure at 712 has demotivated the buyers from pushing SPY higher, because there are two things we look at. First of all, we look where is the stock moving from? Where is SPY moving from? Is it moving from known to unknown? The second thing we look for, what is known in this case. In this case, right now, still we are holding the fact that the buyers are known. Why? Because SPY has tested the lows yesterday. It resisted 710, it tested the lows, and it found buyers at 706. If it does not find buyers at 710, it might find buyers at 708 or 707. These are still levels that might hold today. There's no reason or nothing indicating that these should not be held uh, today. So this is what we are keeping an eye on. If 712 is rejected for any reason, we expect 707 or 708 to become the intensive buying force, where we can expect buyers, and if it holds 710, then will beat 712 when the day is completely bullish. So 712 is going to give us a lot of new information, or if SPY drops down to 710 or 709 in the open, that will also give us fresh information. There is still 40 minutes left into the market open, so a lot of new data still is being revealed. Let us try to interpret who is going to make the first move. See, even if the buyers make the first move towards 712, how strong is the response going to be from the sellers? Is the question, if you're assuming that the unknown, or if we take the trade based on the fact that there are 700 sellers at 712, based on the fact that there are going to be sellers at 712, the question becomes, how strong are they going to be? Are they strong enough for us to take bear trades today? Or should we search for companies that will initially are, that are opening towards support and are going to test for support? Hmm. Okay, let's do something for the sake of simplicity. Let us look for companies that are going to test for the buyers first. Let us assume that SPY is going to test for the buyers first. It is going to test if the buyers are stepping up above 708. Let's make that today's play. Are they stepping up above 708.5? This is what we want to see. This is what I'm assuming the market wants to see to break the 712 level today. It wants to know, are the buyers stepping up above 708.5? Let's make that the place. So let us look for stocks that will go test the lows and then rally. So naturally, we cannot get the first move in. Stocks that are sitting very close to the support level. Let's start with Apple. Let's begin our selection procedure with Apple. I will open 1 day here, 5 minute on the other. Okay, let's look at Apple. Apple in the pre-market is oscillating between 271 and 273. 271. It can potentially find buyers. No, not strong. We are looking for something that is stronger. AMD is strong. AMD has found buyers, but it also found sellers at 290. And it found those sellers with very heavy volume, after which. So it might want to come down, check 270. Okay, let's mark AMD. It might want to check 274 and then attempt to rally. Let's try Amazon. Amazon is very strong. Amazon found buyers yesterday and then it has rallied, but it has rallied and went into a zone where if 712 on SPY fails, Amazon will also fail. Check MU. Check MU. Let's unmark this. MU, okay, MU. MU every day is a beautiful trade.
That's the entire reason I was looking at them. Okay. Buys can step up at 448. Yesterday's close.
No, that would be completely dependent on the SPY. If in SPY the buyers are stepping above 710, then we can expect MU to 445. Even then, I would not say 448. I would say 445 because that is the level that MU has been uh, focused on. Like if you see MU's chart and do a quick volume profile. Very high volume is at 458 and right now it's at 451. Okay, that makes me feel a little uncomfortable because it's too close.
Yeah, but if buyers show first, then that volume area gets big.
No, we are expecting the stock to go test for buyers
Yeah,
first.
So if it goes and tests for buyers, then that area gets negated.
No. You cannot negate that area completely, especially when it has such high volume. It will at least attempt to pause, and I do not want anything that can pause below a resistance level where SPY has to go test 712. If SPY immediately breaks 712, then that is even better news. It's still not a bad setup. You can still get very good move if it holds 460, and we can rally the entire day today. But I want a big opening move. 450.
How will you get open move if you're doing the same? If you're looking if it's going to test or not?
You're correct actually. Today is going to be a long day. No, I expect that test to happen immediately. No, I do not expect that test to, because I can immediately tell what is happening on SPY. Is SPY trying to hold above 412? Or is it like failing 412? And despite the failure, the buy still stepping up above 408? I can tell what is going on with SPY. MU. Okay, let's put MU on hold. Let's look for something else. MSFT is weak. We will not trade MSFT. Any other stock you see, bro? Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Tesla. I saw today Tesla was very, very nice, and I think Tesla's earnings also come out. April 22nd. So tomorrow after the close, it reports its earning. I really like Tesla. Tesla is sitting very close to the support. I expect an immediate test of 390. Just check. If Tesla opens and rallies, what do we do in that scenario? If Tesla opens and rallies, that means it is testing for sellers. And it can
open a rally, it should look for buyers again.
No, yesterday it sat at 389 to 392 the entire day. It showed that there were very high, like committed buyers. and it's opening at 395, which is not very above, like it's not a lot higher than yesterday's close. So if Tesla truly has strength today, Tesla will open and rally. Like it's a possible this thing. It's not impossible because it's sitting at a very tight support, very tight support. But I feel like we'll at least get one test, and then Tesla will fly. Interesting. Hmm. No, I think Tesla was rejected very strongly in the 408 area. It checked for buyers the entire day yesterday. I feel like Tesla should come down to check for the buyers once and give us an entry. I feel like it is something that Tesla needs to do, especially since we are expecting that the first move on SPY is going to be made by the sellers. We are trading under the assumption that there are sellers at 412 on SPY, and they are going to make the first move and search for the buyers today. So that is the reason why we do not expect Tesla to open and skyrocket. I feel like Tesla should at least do one test where it will show that if the buyers are there or not. That in my head makes complete sense to me. Our known are buyers. SPY moves from known to unknown. To predict the unknown, you need to read the narrative. But in this case, the known is very close to the unknown.
When do you expect the buyers to step
On where, bro?
up? Yes.
390. Like they need to defend the 390 level. What did I do?
So, okay, let's say even a buyer step up at 390. Yesterday it got crazy rejected at 46.35.
Yeah, so we go long till 402. That is where I'm seeing high volume. Especially if SPY is showing rejection at 412. I'm not going to hold, sorry, at 712. I'm not going to hold Tesla at 402. So does Tesla make sense, bro? Do we trade Tesla?
Yeah.
I feel like Tesla makes sense to me. So if I had to define
Even if SPY opens and goes higher, even if it doesn't check for buyers first, Tesla is going to check for buyers first.
yeah, because it rejected 407 yesterday with volume. And 407 is a very high volume. Sorry, 400. Yeah, 407 is a very high volume area. So we expect Tesla to do one deep inspection of 390 area, and if it finds buyers there, then Tesla can rally. Yes, market opens in 3 minutes, and SPY is still holding 709.97. It is staying until it breaks. Our known remains that the fact that there are sellers present at 712 reveals that there are both buyers and sellers in the current market between 710 and 712. So the first move is going to be from the sellers to search for the buyers, and we expect the buyers to be very close, sitting at 710. So the known in our case has become the sellers. The sellers are going to push the price down, look for the buyers, and they're going to find buyers at 708.5 or 709. And then Tesla is going to rally and SPY is going to rally, is what we are thinking and planning.
Really, the entire second half, Tesla rejected 393.38 beautifully. Could that be a place where buyers can step in?
8 minute, bro. I need to connect to capital.com before I'm out of time.